Right. I posted a video a couple of days ago with regards to English tests in the UK. English tests. As important as that English test is, and I made mention of the fact that there are no two ways about the English tests. That it is either you have a degree that was taught in the UK. And most importantly, one of the basic reasons for that video was to tell you that there are no shortcuts to that English test. And there are no shortcuts to various other things regarding that your application. Some people, the kind of comments I've seen with regard to that video doesn't make me really happy, because these people that I'm talking about do not know how to listen to videos. They do not know how to dissect, to pick one or two points from a particular video. You understand? Now, I did not make mention of the fact that you cannot use the degree you obtain from Nigeria or you obtain from Africa to prove your English proficiency. And the fact that I did not make mention of it doesn't mean you cannot use it. Please listen very carefully and understand this. This is the last time I'm going to be talking about this. The fact that I did not make mention of that degree you obtain from Nigeria or from Africa as a whole does not mean you cannot use it. Going through NARIC, it does not necessarily mean you can't use it. And the fact that you have that degree from Nigeria or from any African countries coming into the UK, you understand, doesn't now mean that all degrees that you have obtained from Africa will go through NARIC. It does not mean that all the degrees that you have obtained, all the degrees, will be used to prove that proficiency in the UK when you are applying. And they try to make sure, say, people understand some of the things that I say. Some of the things we say at the talk, and they try to make sure, say, I carry out my findings and make my researches before I come to talk to you guys about it. You understand? What you need to do anytime you come across a particular video online is for you to either make your own findings, carry out your own findings, or make your researches yourself with regard to that video, or you pick one or two points from that video itself. The author, the person speaking about a particular topic online, may not necessarily cover every areas of that video. The essence of that video is that there are no shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts to anything. And when I talk about shortcut, you seem not to understand what it means. If I say, now don't forget, waiting some of our people do when it comes to taking shortcuts to getting things. I posted a video sometimes ago as well with regard to fee waiver. Where we say you fee apply for fee waiver so that you won't be paying application fee. And I made mention of the fact that you need to merit that fee waiver before you apply for it. The fact that you are applying for it does not necessarily mean that you'll be granted that fee waiver. And you need to say a lot of people, different people, even those ones that are not qualified for fee waiver, they still want triumph. You cannot go through shortcuts. You cannot begin to take shortcuts to getting some things. If you take some shortcuts, you understand, it will only land you in either the application is refused or you land yourself in further troubles. I don't want to start making mention of shortcuts that I'm talking about. Now, using your NARIC, you understand, or using that degree you obtained from Nigeria or from Africa is an alternative means for you to prove your English proficiency. And that is not exactly what I was referring to. I was referring to some specific shortcuts where we say some people want begin take that either go land them for wahala or go make their application not successful. Okay? The fact that I've not made mention of that NARIC does not necessarily mean you can't use it. Of course, even a secondary school student understands the fact that the degree that I brought from Africa, from Nigeria, you understand, can be used. It has to go through NARIC, which is ACTIS now, for them to be able to ascertain, to give you the certificate that you cannot use that degree to prove your English proficiency in the UK. Very simple. Very, very simple. The fact that I forgot to make mention of it in that video does not mean you cannot use it. So the essence of that video was to tell you not to take shortcut. Go through the right procedure. Everything that you needed to do, you should do it in the right manner, the right procedure. Take the necessary steps to obtaining things in the country. Now, what did they tell you with that? You understand? Take, for instance, somebody who doesn't have a degree in Nigeria or in Africa. You have to sit for the English test before you can apply for anything. Before you can, apply for indefinite leave to remain, or you apply for leave to remain extension. But if you bring that, if you have brought that degree from Africa, then it has to go through that particular channel. And imagine you having to go through NARIC as well, submitting that degree you obtained from Africa. Imagine you have to submit it for them to actually verify it and then go through all of that. And you are paying £160 because you want to get your response within 24 to 48 hours. £160. Whereas the English test itself is £150. Which one pays you better? The only difference is that the NARIC doesn't expire, but your English B1 or A1 or A2 expires after 2 years. That's the difference. So if you only need to obtain indefinite leave to remain in the country and subsequently your naturalization, what is the point going through NARIC when you can actually sit for an English test B1, £150, and boom, you get the English test done? These are quite simple things that I want people to start understanding. Each time we post videos like this, dissect the video, pick 1 or 2 points. What the author have not said, don't add it to it. What he has said, you can add it to it. That does not necessarily mean that you cannot supply your own opinion to that video. But if he has said something wrong, yes. But I have not made mention of that, the fact that you cannot use your degree you obtained from Africa. I didn't say that. I didn't even make mention of it. So try as much as possible to understand some of the things we say all the time. We are only trying to help ourselves. A lot of people don't know some of the things that we say online. We try to help them. Understand this. Thank you.